Can you not see the perfection of this plan, and the integral part you are to play in this monumental opportunity for humanity to return to self-mastery and a higher state of being? Gradually, you will no longer be influenced or affected by the horizontal frequencies of discord, for the transforming patterns of light will clear all the distortions within your force field and beyond. You will radiate powerful, harmonious vibrational patterns which will go forth in an infinity sign before you, behind you, and to the left and right of you, thereby insulating you from, or smoothing and calming all the troubled, distorted energies of chaos within your path. It is important that you realize that each phase of the divine plan is holographically imprinted upon the Earth's auric field, and there is a code or etheric impulse which has been or will be ignited within each of you at the appropriate time. An impulse nudging, encouraging, and inspiring you to fulfill your integral part of the plan. It has been carefully designed so that if one of you abdicates, there will always be another brave soul ready to step into that assigned mission. The divine plan will not be denied, it is fail-safe. For those who do not step to the fore and claim their designated assignment, it is a wondrous opportunity lost and, quite often, the soul involved will choose to transcend. However, all is not lost, for they will be given an opportunity at a future time to claim their mastery and fulfill their part of the divine blueprint. No matter your beliefs, the celestial winds of change are growing stronger and stronger as they permeate everything and everyone on earth. All must evolve or devolve, no thing remains static. As you strive to attain self-mastery, you will become more self-confident and will accept the truths you gain through personal experience, validated via your higher self. You will no longer be willing to accept concepts through dogmatic, blind faith, but will process all new ideas and theories through your own heart or soul monitor. We have cautioned you time and time again, do not accept anything anyone says until you validate it as your truth. Many of you are beginning to develop your inherent abilities of clairvoyance, clear seeing, and clairaudience, clear hearing. However, you are either uncomfortable about your budding extrasensory powers or you mistrust and therefore reject most of the information you receive from within. It is time for all of you to develop and use your higher senses, and the sooner you do so, the more quickly you will attain self-mastery. Many have the misconception that clairvoyance is exclusively a process of viewing pictures or a moving picture in the mind. However, many people receive thought packets or holographic pictures in their minds that have to be deciphered. Clairvoyant abilities usually begin with small spontaneous insights, and some may begin to see auras around people or flashes of light out of the corners of their eyes. When the third eye begins to open or becomes activated, it is a common occurrence to see geometric light patterns or a beautiful, pulsating kaleidoscope of colors during meditation. It is not unusual to receive a holographic thought form that may be a probable future, or a concept that the higher self is trying to convey to you. Probable futures are just that and can be altered, changed, or diffused through positive intention. Discernment must always be first and foremost before accepting or acting on any information from any source. This is the first rule in gaining self-mastery. With important matters, and before taking action on what you have been told or given through someone else, you should always ask that the information be validated in the physical expression so that you will know the information is accurate. Your higher self or the beings of light do not make predictions, for they know how quickly everything can change because of humanity's gift of free will. There are many potential probable futures, and in predicting a future event, the predictor usually focuses on the strongest probable future in giving information. However, everything can change in a flash of energy and often does, as the energy is shifted from one possible event to another. Predictions of possible future cataclysmic events are often given so that you may use your gift of free will and co-create energies to change the future for the better. Clear hearing or clairaudience usually begins with what seems to be just an inner knowing, and usually with small coincidences and little miracles. It sometimes feels like a flash of inspiration from within, and usually entails new or fresh concepts or information. It may seem as though words are flowing into your mind, and it may or may not involve voices from within your mind. You may begin to get answers to your questions, and information that becomes more complex as you become more proficient and tap into higher vibrational patterns or more refined cosmic information. This may result in receiving detailed information beyond your scope of knowledge. However, you should be aware that it is imperative that you process, integrate, and put into action all of the higher truths or concepts that are given to you before receiving further guidance. You will soon learn that these gifts are not just for entertainment or ego gratification, and if you do not stay centered and focus on the greatest good for all, you will soon lose whatever abilities you have attained. Spirit is never verbose or negative, and any information from a higher source is always inspiring, uplifting, encouraging, and gives guidance, but does not dictate, flatter the ego or claim ultimate authority. Higher guidance is always for the good of all, not just for the few. Your guides and angelic helpers will give you information to assist you on your path toward enlightenment. However, they will not give you solutions to your problems or information to solve a challenging situation or resolve a life lesson. It is against the laws of the universe to do so. It is time for each of you to begin to receive your own answers and guidance from within as you reclaim your divine birthright. It is time to live your highest truth, to acknowledge and integrate every facet and aspect of your being and accept your cloak of mastery. Beloveds, I offer you my blazing sword of light, my sword of divine will, truth and valor, to assist you in cutting yourselves free from the shackles and illusions of the past. Come, I will guide and assist you as I have from the beginning of this great adventure. I am with you always. I am Archangel Michael.